Cutting through metal with a circular saw can feel like a bit of a gamble if you don't have the right gear. But this little 5.5-inch disc changes the vibe entirely. When you first pull it out of the packaging, it feels surprisingly substantial for its size. It's not just another flimsy accessory. There is a real sense of rigidity to the plate that you notice immediately. That stiff design is actually the secret sauce here, because it keeps the blade from wobbling or dancing around when you hit the material. Anyone who has dealt with a blade that wanders off the line knows exactly how frustrating that is, so having that extra stability right out of the gate is a massive win. Now the tooth count is sitting at 30, which is a sweet spot for this diameter. It's aggressive enough to chew through metal without getting bogged down, but it still leaves an edge that doesn't look like it was chewed on by a shark. The tip placement is clearly engineered with some precision, and honestly, it shows in the finish. You aren't going to get a mirror-polished edge, but for most fabrication work or trimming down metal studs, it's clean enough that you won't be spending an hour with a file afterward. What stands out, though, is the longevity. There is a claim that this thing lasts 50% longer than standard options, and while it's hard to track that with a stopwatch, the wear pattern on the teeth stays consistent even after a few heavy sessions. It doesn't seem to dull out the moment it hits a slightly thicker gauge of steel. That said, it's not invincible. If you try to force it through material that's way outside its weight class, you're going to see the performance dip, and the heat buildup can get real if you aren't using a steady, controlled feed rate. It's a tool, not a magic wand, so you still have to respect the physics of the cut. One thing to keep in mind is that because it's a smaller blade, it's really meant for specific, controlled tasks. It's not going to turn a standard circular saw into a heavy-duty cold saw, but for the jobs it's designed for, it feels incredibly reliable. It's one of those pieces of kit that you keep in your box, because when you finally need to make that one tricky metal cut, you know it's going to handle it without any drama. It's not the flashiest thing in the workshop, but it does exactly what it promises without any fuss. If you're tired of burning through cheap blades that lose their edge after 2 cuts, this is a solid step up that actually delivers on the promise of durability. It's a straightforward, no-nonsense performer that earns its spot in the rotation.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.